It's a common problem. No one ever really feels like they have enough money. Everyone always wants a little bit more. Buy that new phone, pay off that bill, buy someone a gift, put some money away to invest, or put some money away in savings. Whatever your reason for wanting to earn more money, I'm going to go over 3 ways that I've used to make £1,000. Hi everyone, I'm Jay, and as I was growing up, I never really wanted to ask my parents for money. And so throughout the years, I explored many ways to make a little bit more money to afford the things that I really wanted. There are a whole host of ways, but today I'm going to go over 3 that actually made it past the £1,000 mark. From first-hand experience, I can tell you that they all work, with some taking more time and effort than others. The aim is to give you an idea about how I went about it, and hopefully you'll be able to take these away with you and use them as your own ideas, or maybe even make them even better. I'm sure you're interested to hear what they are, and so without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, matched betting. First question you might ask about match betting is, can I lose money? It's got betting in the title, but this is a common misconception, and match betting is completely risk-free. You can't lose money as long as you just follow the instructions. In my mind, this is probably the easiest way to make £1,000, and I recommend it to absolutely anyone. I first heard about it and started doing it in my first year at university, and in about 2 months I was able to make about £1,500. And with that, obviously the first thing I bought was a PlayStation 4, and I was able to go travelling around Europe, and honestly, none of that would have been possible if I never found match betting. In fact, back then, I didn't really know how to use Excel, so I used to write every single bit down on a piece of paper. And I started off, very manual. Here it is, got the first piece of paper. And it's just a list of all of the little bets I did, a little running total, and yeah, after 2 months, £1,500 about, roughly. So, how does it work? There's a lot more resources out there. You just type it in on YouTube, it's all for free, and I'll go into a lot more detail and tell you exactly what you need to do. But the basics are, most companies offer a free bet offer for signing up, and this is where you'll make the money. So you'll sign up to both a betting account and also an exchange account. And now the betting account is you just putting a normal bid on anything you want, standard bet. And the exchange account is effectively you backing your own bet, so you acting as the bookmaker. So first of all, there'll probably be some sort of conditions to get your free bet. Maybe bet £10, get £20 free. So you'll bet your £10 and you'll make this risk-free by also backing your bet on the exchange. So after all is said and done, the exchange will take a little spread, maybe like 2, 3, 4% of your bet. So you lose roughly that much. So maybe on a £10 bet, you'll lose 40p. So now you've got your £20 free bet, and you effectively do the same thing. And the odds change. There are calculators out there to do this for you, but you place the £20 bet, the free one, on your betting account, and in the same way you'll back it again on the exchange. Now, after it's said and done, win or lose, either the bet will lose on the exchange and so you win in your betting account, you won't get the £20 free back, but you will get the winnings, or your bet will lose and so you'll get absolutely nothing on your betting account, and your exchange account will be credited with effectively what the bookmaker would have got. And by doing this, you can extract roughly 75%, 3/4 of any free bet you place. And that is, in a nutshell, how the money is made. You want to start with about maybe £50, £100, anything will do, although as you get bigger and bigger free bets, you might need a bigger bank, which will come over time as you do more and more bets. But like I say, there are a lot more videos that go into a lot more detail about this, and so many free resources on the internet. There is no reason you shouldn't do it, because it is the easiest way to make £1,000. And like I say, it is completely risk-free. As long as you can follow these simple instructions, there is no way that you can lose money. Number 2, buying and selling on eBay. I'll start this one off with something very, very obvious, but this isn't the whole story. You can easily sell your clothes, other possessions in your home, anything you want on eBay, and I'm sure over time it'll add up to £1,000. The approach that you could take to this, if you wanted to do it, is take a look at all of the things you own. How many of them have you used maybe in the last year, maybe in the last 5 months? Set whatever time frame you want. A year is probably a good one. You might want to apply different ones because clothes are a lot different to hedge trimmers. But the time frame generally applies to everything. If you haven't used it in the last year, get rid of it. You can always get it back at another stage. It'll clean up more space for you. Your mind will be free of it, and you'll generate some money by getting rid of it. And someone else will be able to use it. It's recycling. It's good for everyone. But let's take this a step further and what this method is really meant to all be about. Buying and selling on eBay. Now, this can apply to absolutely anything. You can do your research on any product, get it at an undercut price, do something to it, or maybe just sell it on straight away. But what I used to do is buy old desktop workstation PCs, you know, the big Dell ones. And I used to buy them and get hard drives as well. Put the hard drives in, load Windows, and then resell them at a profit. Maybe I'd buy one PC for £20, two PCs in a bundle for £30. Hard drives, they come very, very cheaply. The small 80 gigabyte hard drives, I think I got about 10 of them for £8 or something like that. Put them in, and then I could sell one PC for roughly £40. Now, if I'm buying one small PC desktop workstation off eBay for £20 and spending 80p on a hard drive, that's £20 profit basically. Obviously you've got PayPal fees, eBay fees, but you get the gist. It's a lot of profit for not too much work. And I just kept on doing this. There kept being auctions, probably, I don't know really where they came from, but probably old offices that were getting rid of their old PCs, and just kept buying them, kept selling them, and through this I made profit of over £1,000. Now, how do you get your items so cheap? Obviously the first one like this is, no one really wanted them, there wasn't much use. No one wants to buy an empty shell of a PC with no hard drive. Like, you just can't use it. So there was a lot of value to be added onto this product. However, this can be done with anything because there are a few tips and tricks I have for picking things up cheaply on eBay under the price that they would usually sell for. The buying side. Now, on the buying side, it helps if you have some knowledge of the market. Let's take, for example, a complete random example, an iPad. And you want to know about the 4th generation of iPad. First of all, you want to go on eBay and look at sold listings and look through the last couple of months and see how much they've sold for. What is the average price? What was the highest? What was the lowest? Then take a look at a couple of the highest ones. What did they have? Did they have really good pictures, descriptions, and did the users have really high ratings? And then look at the lower ones. Did they have really bad pictures? Were the descriptions bad? And were the users very lowly rated? There is a pattern, and the main things to look for to get something underpriced is to first of all have knowledge of the product, so you know how much you're willing to pay and how much really is an undercut on the market. And then you want to look at those with maybe bad pictures and bad descriptions. However, the user is rated highly, so you know you can trust them. And eBay do always have their seller protection as well, so if something is wrong, you're still okay. Don't get your heart stuck on one specific product. Watch a lot of them and see how they sell before you buy maybe. However, once you've researched your product and seen how much it's selling for, then you should take a step to buy it. Now, let's say you've picked an iPad. This is just an example. You can just use that product, buy it at an undercut, and sell it again. And there you go. You've probably made some profit. If you bought ones with bad quality pictures and bad descriptions and you've got it at an undercut, and then you go ahead and sell it with better pictures, better description, and a better user rating, you'll be able to make a profit. But you could then take this another step further. You could potentially get ones with a broken screen and then get another iPad with a working screen and broken body. Watch a few YouTube videos, put the two together and then sell it, and you might get a higher margin from this. But these are just ideas. The simplest is just the buying and selling and knowing your market. The selling side. Now this one is the opposite to what you did when you were buying. You want to be selling and selling your products with good pictures, good descriptions. You need to be attentive to buyers, respond to their questions, have good user rating, obviously have knowledge of the market and know what price you're aiming for. And of course, like I mentioned, you can do this through looking at sold listings. If you're just starting out your eBay account, then there are a couple of ways to get a few good ratings. The first one is to buy a load of really cheap stuff. There are sometimes you can buy pennies for literally 1 pence on there. And I think the aim of this is to just get people some good ratings, but buy 10p things, 20p things. Some of these things may never be delivered, but as long as you get the feedback and boost up your profile, it looks good. I know a lot of you will already have eBay profiles and have been buying stuff, so this step isn't something that you need to consider because you probably already have a lot of feedback from all the things you bought on eBay. And that's it. That's the basics. You're welcome to use the iPad idea. I'm sure you have better ones. Like I say, the way that I used was simple. Just get the desktop PCs, put the hard drives in, upload the operating system, sell them again. 80% profit margin made £1,000 in a couple of months. And this was all when I was about 15. So I'm sure you can think of even better ideas. Number 3, start a business. Now this could be any business, arts and crafts, mugs, earrings, jewellery, clothes, anything. But I chose the least creative one, t-shirts. Now, where do you start with this? You can modify this for whatever business you choose. However, you start with the design. I mocked up a few designs on Microsoft Paint. This was when I was about 13, so nothing amazing, using Microsoft Paint. And once I'd done that, I just applied it to the t-shirts, used it for Instagram, used it for Twitter, used it for Facebook, used it for everything. I just plastered it everywhere, created the social media accounts when I first had that logo. Now on social media, mainly Instagram, I used to go on other clothing brands that had just started. I started following all of the people that were interacting with other accounts that had also just started, looked at likes on other pictures and just followed them and wait until they followed back. And the account got to over 1,000 followers in a couple of weeks. Next up was to actually make the t-shirt. So I took the same design that I used for all the logos. I went on a random website that I searched through Google that will print t-shirts for me. Uploaded the design, played around with it, see what I like, and then ordered 150 t-shirts. And these were the 3 main sizes, small, medium, large, and in hindsight, probably could have gone extra small and extra large, with what I found out afterwards that people were always asking me for these sizes. But that's what I went with. And it was roughly £3 a t-shirt, and so about £450. And then I posted this on the Instagram account and on Twitter and on Facebook saying the merch is coming, and had the mock-up design from the website. I just posted that picture of that, and then I used the website Big Cartel to start my online shop. Now you can use Shopify or anything else out there, but I use Big Cartel, and I linked PayPal and I linked Stripe to receive credit card and PayPal payments. Next up, I waited for the t-shirts to arrive, and I posted a picture on Instagram to show that they had. I just opened the box, took a quick picture and posted it. And then I posted another one with a discount code incentive to say the first 10 orders will get 20% off, to try and get some people in. Some people started messaging me asking to be promoters. Now these were people that didn't have that many followers, maybe 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, nothing like 10,000, 100,000, nothing like that. I had a look at the profiles, saw how much interaction they were getting, and effectively assessed the best ones and sent them free t-shirts, because £3 cost to me and roughly £3 for delivery. And I asked them to wear the t-shirt and send back pictures to me. And then I used those pictures every couple of days to post on the Instagram to again show that people are buying them and people are wearing them. And also I gave those people discount code incentives with their own name, something like Harry5, to give 5% off to anyone who saw Harry's discount code. I ended up sending out about 30 of these t-shirts. Over the course of the next 2 months, I managed to sell roughly 110 of the other t-shirts. The sizes that didn't shift were mainly large, because everyone wanted to be small and medium, and the target audience was teenagers and young adults. They all sold at roughly £10 to £15 each, depending on the discount at the time. And that was it, another £1,000 made. Now, I would have actively continued with this, but there was a lot of time to manage this, and you had to be on it every day, replying to the promoters, posting on the Instagram, keeping up to date. And I had A-levels at the time, so I couldn't really keep on top of it. I stopped, and then I never really got back into it because most of the stock was gone. I didn't really want to go through it again. I was applying for university, I was about to go, and that was it. That was the end of it for me. But I did make £1,000, and so it's definitely a way that you can use to also make £1,000. Choose any business you want. Maybe follow these steps. Again, I'm sure there's loads of videos out there that you can use on YouTube for free. This was just an idea. Thanks everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video useful. Stay tuned for the next video that goes over some of the best ways to save money.